Gorillas on the Mast is the fifth episode of the 31st season of The Simpsons. This is directed by Matthew Nastuk, and it's definitely one of those episodes where I didn't mind watching it, but it's never going to be a contender for a favourite. Bart and Lisa set about trying to save various animals, although Bart doesn't quite fully understand what it means to let an animal loose and what it might mean if you free them into the wild, not within their natural habitat. I won't say any more than that, but he definitely has a lot to learn. It's quite interesting to see Bart behaving in this way and bringing Milhouse into it as well. It was quite refreshing and I think worked quite well, and I rather enjoyed it. Again, I didn't love it. It's never going to be my favourite part of any episode, but it was a different side to Bart, and I quite liked it. And I guess it would spark some thoughts or discussions about, is it right to keep animals in captivity? There's always the argument that some of them would have a better life looked after well in a zoo or an aquarium, where, well, I don't know about aquariums actually, but certainly in zoos there are some animals that would have a better life than if they were in the wild, but certainly that's not always going to be the case. The other part of the narrative, and actually the main part of the narrative, although I feel like both stories were fairly equally weighted, involves Homer buying a boat and Marge's surprise reaction to that, and then something Homer has to do as things progress. And again, it was fine. I like the design of the boat, I like the animation. We have a lot of really beautiful scenes by the water, and it was definitely an unpredictable direction it took, so it did, kept me engaged well enough. But again, it was fine. I'm never going to love it. It's not going to be my favourite. I could take it or leave it. Needless to say, Gorillas on the Mast is not a favourite, but when I think on it, there's nothing about it that I didn't like. There's nothing specifically that I think should have been done differently or that I would have liked to have seen with a different angle. Was there anything funny in it? I mean, not really. There isn't really anything about it that I thought was that entertaining. The funniest thing for me was Homer's response when he was buying the boat, the way he was responding to the sleazy salesperson. Other than that, though, it was fine. Gorillas on the Mast is an okay episode. It's nothing special, but at the same time, it's not that bad either.